Greetings, friends. I hope you enjoyed our walk through the Temple of the Beatitudes last week. How the first four Beatitudes are kind of like side chapels in a beautiful cathedral. And then you have the middle one, which is mercy. And then you have the four coming down the other side. And how they mirror each other across the aisle. This gives us a sense of the whole, and I think that's what we need to do when we approach the Beatitudes and not look at them as a laundry list. This is how they're meant to be read. So, one thing I didn't talk about is all the promises that are involved in these Beatitudes. Each is accompanied with a promise. And every one of these promises can be looked at as something that will happen in this life, but even more so, what will happen in the next life? In other words, if all we had was this life, then, in my opinion, we should just pack up our bags and just walk away from the whole thing. Because ultimate happiness ultimate blessedness cannot happen in this world. Cannot. But ultimate happiness is promised to us in the next. And I think we have to be all out invested in the next life. And if that's the case, what do we do about this life? Well, Jesus answers that succinctly in two metaphors. And these are metaphors by which we live and by which we must live. The first one is salt. He said, you are the salt of the earth. Now we all know that salt is a preservative, right? And right off the bat, I get excited about this because it tells us about God's heart, about everyone around us, okay? I don't know what you think about all the people around you at work or in school or in the grocery store or all that. What does God think about our community around us? Well, he looks at them as something that can become like a tasty meal, right? And food, in the best sense of the term, where salt is a preservative. It says that we are the salt in our community to preserve something precious to God. And that's the people around us. The salt metaphor teaches us how we should see ourselves in the midst of all the people around us. That we are preserving something, and if we're not here being salt, things turn rotten around us, and God doesn't like that. Okay. So it's a preservative, okay? Also, it says something about humility. I mentioned just a minute ago about a meal, Salt is never the main course. Unless, of course, you're a deer or something that likes to chomp on salt out in the field somewhere, okay? Horses, I don't know, but you get the picture, right? It's never the main course. When it comes to a meal, if you noticed that there's too much salt or not enough salt, you're not going to be happy, right? However, if there's just the right amount of salt, you don't even notice the salt, and that's exactly the thing that has to happen. We are to blend right into the meal. In other words, we're not the main deal. And if we live a selfish life, it's all about us, and that's where our concerns are locked into. Of course, you're not really thinking about the next life, are you? But you're thinking about this life and arranging things around you to make things work for you. When that happens, we become, I want to teach you a word, insipid. Yeah, insipid, I like that word. It means to be tasteless, right? And when we become tasteless, we just bore everyone around us. And no one takes us serious. Jesus says we just get trampled over by everyone around us. So, that's the salt metaphor. The next one's light. You're the light of the world. You know, a light that's set on a hill cannot be hidden. And that's you and me. Yeah, think about what light does. A light, it shines in the darkness, and everyone around us, so many people around us are in the dark. And just letting your baptismal light, which was lit at your baptism, you can fan the flame, so to speak. You're going to be light to people. However, not everybody likes light, because what is the Gospel of John said? The light shone in darkness, and men hide into the dark because they don't want their deeds exposed, So it's not that we shine our light to expose people, but it just happens inevitably. People will react against us just like they react against Jesus. So it takes courage to let your light shine. And it seems so unnatural to light a light and put it under a bushel, right? Put it under something so that no one can see it. It's unnatural. Why would you do something like that? And Jesus is saying the same thing to us. Why would you do that? And the only answer we could really say, well, I was fearful. Well, that's not a good excuse when it comes to Jesus, right? We need to be courageous. So, these are the two metaphors that help us make sense out of the meaning of our life. A lot of people go around, they don't have any meaning yet, and the ghost of an idea of why they're here. But you do, because Jesus has given you these two succinct metaphors that are easy to remember and which you can take with you to heaven. God bless.